Hey everyone, Sumner here today, and I'm going to address one of the questions that I get all the time, which is OnlyFans worth it? And this is going to be a new little mini series for me, all about OnlyFans, from how I started to what it's like doing a collab to how it's evolved to the do's and don'ts. So I wanted to share this from my perspective. So back to the number one question that I get all the time is OnlyFans worth it? How do you like it? And the short answer is that it is definitely worth it, but I wanted to dive into what does that mean? Why is it worth it? And what's my experience like from my honest opinion? So, number one reason why it's worth it for me has been the financial freedom. Before we started, I was selling life insurance, barely able to pay my rent, and wasn't able to do the things that I wanted to do with my life. So, I was trying to figure out a side hustle, and so I thought, why not try OnlyFans? I really thought that I was going to be selling life insurance my whole life at one point. I thought I was going to work for Aflac and just build my way up to what they call a marketing director and like oversee all of California. Anyways, so decided to start OnlyFans, and it has given me so much financial freedom. I was able to pay off any debt I have, and now when I book travel, I don't book with credit. I book with money that I actually have. So I'm able to work from anywhere. I'm able to set my own hours, basically be my own business owner. But with that comes everything else. So as my own business owner, I am my marketer, I am my editor, I am my producer, I am the talent, I am the writer, I am the PR, I'm the PA, I'm the scheduler. So yeah, I am working all the time. I am always thinking about what can I do next to make more money in my business, because if I'm not doing it, then someone else is. That's kind of where my mindset goes. If I'm not doing a collab with someone, then someone else is doing a collab with that person, and they're making a video and they're making money off that video. So there's the upside and that downside. I'll just say it's not just taking pictures and then posting them and just making a bunch of money. It's curating a brand, it's curating an experience and creating connections with this people. And that is all part of what I do when you subscribe. So I find it interesting sometimes when you have conversations with people and they find out you do OnlyFans, and people's social awareness kind of just drops out the window because they immediately start asking you really personal questions that you probably wouldn't get asked if you had told them you worked in any other industry. So, one being right away, like, how much money do you make? What kind of content is on there? I don't really mind if it's just the conversation kind of flows to that, but to right away kind of ask how much money I make, I think that's a more personal question that I don't think you would just ask anyone every time they tell you that what kind of job they do. So, and I think that stems from the stigma of like, oh, it's not a real job, so it doesn't really matter. But it is. Just like any businesses, if you don't put in the effort, you don't get any results. I track my earnings, I track my stats, I see areas of improvement, and I'm constantly trying to go from here to here. One of the reasons why I also think OnlyFans is worth it is I do have creative control. No one's telling me what kind of content to make, no one's telling me when to make it, how to make it. I get to make it how I want, when I want. So another huge reason why OnlyFans is worth it to me is the sense of community that I've built there. We built an incredible community of people and fans that support us. It's not just about the spicy content, it's about the connection. I feel like people subscribe because they've been on this journey with us, watched our relationship grow, watched us go from being a young couple to now going and being engaged to now being husbands, and they've celebrated those milestones along the way with us, and that's been really, really cool. I get messages all the time saying they love how dynamic our love is, they love our passion, and hearing all that, it makes it worth it. It's worth it. So of course, challenges. Um, you have to be okay with people knowing what you do and possibly judging you for it. So, and that's friends, family, all of that. There's also the pressure to post consistently and the pressure to keep things fresh. I've had a few friends and people that I've met over time that get really excited to start an OnlyFans, and there's like this initial like, oh yay, like we made a few bucks, and then I talked to them a couple months later and they say they fell off because they just didn't want to be making content all the time or felt pressure from their fans to make a certain kind of content. And that's just part of the gig, you know? It's not just post and you're done. You got to keep it fresh. You know, I've given people pep talks of how to get through that because I've gone through that. But if you stay passionate and consistent, the rewards definitely outweigh the challenges. 5 years later, I have been nominated for awards and we've been able to travel around the world, meeting people, making content. We've been able to reinvest our money into buying properties, and we're also launching a product. So just thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. So is OnlyFans worth it? Absolutely. It's given me freedom, creativity for opportunities that I would never have had. If you're thinking about starting, just know it takes work, but anything that's challenging is also very rewarding. All right, well, thanks for watching. This is just an introductory video of my new OnlyFans series segment about my OnlyFans experience. So I will be bringing you a lot more of these. Comment below if there's any specific questions around OnlyFans that you have, maybe about a specific collab you saw and you want me to talk about it, or I'm probably going to do a video on the do's and don'ts. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for all the support. You're amazing.